Welcome back to Daily DeFi. Today is May 28th of 2021. Today we'll be taking a look at two really important articles for the decentralized finance space. The first on Google's BigQuery service adding tools basically for Polygon. Now, Polygon, previously known as MATIC, is essentially this layer 2 scaling solution for the Ethereum network. As you know, if you've used the top decentralized exchange for the Ethereum network, Uniswap, there's a lot of these fees. Whereas, if you're a smaller investor, it may detract you from using a protocol like this. And really what we want is for everyone to be able to use protocols like this, not just people who are, transacting, 5 or 6 figures in their exchanges on Uniswap, but rather someone who can come in and do as little as $100, bringing those people in. But right now it's just not feasible with the fees on Uniswap. The other article will be about ICP, and this is really interesting. This is a project that I watched get, there's kind of this Coinbase pump you see. So with a lot of altcoin projects in decentralized finance, especially before they get listed on a big exchange with Uniswap, where it's easy for people, I guess, who are new to the crypto space, who don't have their own wallet set up. All they have is maybe a Gemini account, maybe basically just they only use exchanges, right? I think most people watching this channel that follow crypto are a little bit more advanced and understand, okay, how to set up a wallet, how to use Web3, integration tools, how to do things like yield farm, how to do things like stake, even just from simple aspects, and doing it with all the different networks, not just Ethereum, looking at what Avalanche is doing, looking at what Cardano is building, look at what Polkadot's building, look at Kusama, how Kusama is kind of introducing these projects to the Polkadot ecosystem. There's so many different chains out there. And one of my favorite right now is Solana. Solana's doing great things. Binance Smart Chain is doing great things. But with ICP, once they get listed on something like Coinbase, a major exchange where people, are kind of on-ramping their fiat and maybe are just staying within Coinbase, this got a crazy large market cap. And the interesting thing is it's retraced very, very far back. And, since we do see this kind of, I guess, information about Dfinity responding to the internet computer decentralization and privacy concerns, we will dig into that a bit further. But the other things I will be showing you today is the top decentralized finance projects in this market. Also, 3 DeFi Boost Gems. We'll show you one Sekuritance. This project is focusing on reg tech, so I'll talk about that a bit more later on in this video. But they're doing a $500 giveaway of their token, and this is an extremely low cap token with these other DeFi Boost Gems, so you have to do your own research into this project. I always have those videos linked down below, the top videos I recommend watching before investing in anything that I talk about on this channel. Definitely watch the video on how to do your own research to dig into these projects. But hey, if you can get $500 in free Sekuritance tokens, you don't have to necessarily do your own research for that. You can just, it's a super, super easy giveaway. We'll talk more about that later. And then QuickSwap is listed on Uniswap now, as well as a Unidex actually adding these new features. Speaking of Polygon, we're talking about this layer 2 scaling solution that they added some features on there for limit orders, for MATIC on those. But let's get to that all later. Starting off with Defi Pulse and Juicy NFTs as always. So the total value locked in decentralized finance sits at $62.23 billion, while maker dominance falls a little bit to 14.13%. That's very important to understand because as we've seen over the past couple of weeks, these previously when we were at these highs, Maker was above 10 billion locked in, Aave was right around 10 billion locked in, Compound a little bit falling, but now they've all kind of consolidated and they're very close together. You can see how previously when we were up here, this gap between something like Uniswap, a decentralized exchange, and something like Maker, Uniswap would have had to have a ton of more capital injected in it for total value locked in to beat Maker and kind of get that top dominant spot. But currently, Uniswap sits down here at number 5, and all they need to do to overtake Maker is about $2 billion more locked in. So if they add more incentives, I truly think Uniswap could do this. I've talked about in the past how Vitalik said, maybe Uniswap should become an Oracle token. I think that would be incredible for the project. I'm not currently a big fan of holding Uniswap tokens. A small exposure isn't bad, but the thing is it's really just a governance token at this point in time. And then otherwise, besides that, DeFi Pulse Index is at 378.63, down about 10%. Next, Juicy NFTs. So The volume for this is tiny. I'm not sure if this is a data oracle problem or if there's literally no volume in NFTs at the moment. I think people are not buying up NFTs. It's kind of crazy, guys. You know, when Ethereum's at $4,000 and NFTs are selling for people that bought ETH at $2 or $20, you can get why they have these high valuations. But again, the thing that I look for in the non-fungible token marketplace is not necessarily an individual piece of artwork, but the long-term aspects of this, the use cases. That's what I think is so important about NFTs. Look at the long-term use cases, look at their use cases in things like real estate, things like personal documents, birth certificates, having them verifiable on the blockchain. And truly, like, think about it. If you let's say you lost everything in your home country, you lost your bank account, you lost your home. We've seen this throughout many times throughout history, and now things can happen even faster because of technology. The government, if they want, they can shut you down. Let's say everything was shut down, you had to flee the country. Well, what could you bring with you? You can't bring gold with you. You can't really bring, let's say they didn't let you bring a phone or anything like that. You would just have to go to another country and start over. Well, I would personally bring with me my mnemonic for my wallet, because anywhere in the world, as long as you have an internet connection, you can paste, if you know your mnemonic, if you know your private key, if you have it memorized, you can log in basically to your wallet. And obviously it's not log in like username, email, password, phone number. No. This is just your private key. As long as your keys, you can control your crypto. So let's say you have some Bitcoin in there. Let's say you have Ethereum in your wallet. You can do that from anywhere you are in the world. And that's one of the beautiful things about this space. So think about it like, if you had an NFT version of your passports, your certificates, these things that only you owned in your wallet, that would be absolutely incredible in my opinion, because there is a lot of problems with these analog versions of documents that we currently have. It's all based on trust, right? Like, you accept someone's signature on the deed to a house because you trust their signature and you trust the system. Well, once that system kind of gets washed out from underneath of you, what are you going to do? That's the big question. So Dfinity responds to the internet computer decentralization and privacy concerns. Dfinity has sought to quell criticism over the decentralization and privacy of its internet computer protocol. So like I said, this is a project that got listed on Coinbase that had this big pop. Now it's retraced quite far. It is ranked 10 based on this. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a deep dive video on ICP, because I would be happy to do this. They do have a great use case. It is a bit different. But yeah, if you're curious on that, that's kind of for another video. So let me know in the comments. Moving on to Decrypt. So Google's BigQuery service adds in-depth analytics tools for Polygon. So as I said in the beginning, Polygon is the layer 2 scaling solution for the Ethereum network for ERC20. Ethereum's leading scaling solution, Polygon, can now be inspected using Google's big data warehouse. So data from the Polygon blockchain can now be uploaded and analyzed using Google's BigQuery service, granting users access to in-depth analytics and insights related to the network. BigQuery is a serverless data warehouse developed by tech giant Google that allows users to analyze vast amounts of information. In its turn, Polygon touts itself as an internet of blockchains and aims to bring massive scale to Ethereum. So that's pretty awesome. Go check out this article. Again, I'll have everything we talk about. It will be linked down below in the description. But for here, I always just link to Decrypt and Cointelegraph, so you can just search for those articles when you get there. So moving on to the top tokens, and then for the DeFi Boost section. So Uniswap is down about 6% on the daily. Chainlink 11% down. DAI is the only thing holding stable, and we hope for that, right? Because DAI is a stable coin. I always think this is funny that they include these. Like, man, why is, look at this. So I just want to show you this and we'll return to it. Why is Tether number 3? Like, people get confused by this, like newbies in the space. I've been helping some family members out and some friends with setting up their crypto portfolios. And it's like, they get so confused by USDC and USDT. And it's like, I think most people that understand the space understand that these are just stable coins. Like, this isn't something that you're speculating on, right? Like, if you want to pull profits, you can temporarily hold them. I prefer USDC because it's made by Circle, whereas Tether is a bit different. But both of them are relatively stable. And then you go to something like Cardano or Doge. Like Doge, I just personally stay away from. If you look at things like Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, those are really, in BNB, those are ones where you can get in at these kind of lower prices. But why they have these listed is beyond me. So back to the top decentralized finance projects, you can see most of these are down on the daily. So it's same with the lower cap projects, but this is that kind of retracement I was talking about. I've said over the past couple of days, we hit these lows with Bitcoin and Ethereum crashing, Then we kind of bounced from that low. Now I think we're most likely going to be consolidating in somewhat of a symmetrical triangle. I'll probably do another video in the next couple of days just on technical analysis, kind of macro view of the crypto market on Bitcoin. But now for the DeFi Boost section. So this section is brought to you by DeFi Boost, basically where they show off some of their projects that they support. I personally enjoy all the projects they show. I think they do quality job of really researching into the projects, making sure they actually have a real world use case. There's so many projects out there in this space that can just list on any exchange, be, Safe Moon 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, Safe Moon, Elon, whatever. These just horrible, horrible projects with truly no use case except to just build up a sentimental analysis around them and have people dump money into. I'd rather get into something similar in the stock market. When you had the days where you could actually get into quality penny stocks in the crypto market, we can do this. The crypto market really allows for these different things that are so important. So if you enjoy these lower cap projects, definitely give DeFi Boost a follow over here and give Sekuritance a follow, because Sekuritance is actually giving away $500 worth of their token. Again, this is not $500 in something that is going to be devalued over time. If it was a USDT giveaway of $500, it'd be a bit different. But this is something where you're getting into a quality project that's doing things in the regular technology industry that I think are incredible. I'll probably do a specific detailed video on Sekuritance, but there was a great video that these guys made. I think it was Altcoin Daily, and I thought that video did a really, really good job of going over the project. So go give that a check out. But besides that, it's very, very easy to participate in this giveaway. Basically, all you have to do is retweet and follow Sekuritance, a great projects. Again, do your own research into these, and then make sure you follow and message them for the winner. So that's very, very important. You can see the SKRT token over here. Go check that out on CoinGecko. I forgot I'm not logged into my account, but this is a project that has also retraced. I mean, look at ICP. Honestly, they look pretty similar, but you're getting in at this really, really nice position where you've fallen from this level, so you're getting basically an airdrop of $500 just for following the project and learning a little bit of a new project in the decentralized finance space. So definitely go check that out. Next, QuickSwap. Basically, QuickSwap, what they do is it's another decentralized exchange. They have a bit of an interesting niche. Again, let me know in the comments and I can do a detailed video on QuickSwap. But the main thing that I wanted to talk about today is basically that they're actually now live on Uniswap. So this is always very important to understand. Whenever you want to add a custom token onto whatever decentralized exchange you're using, go on Etherscan and make sure it's the right pair. Uniswap will have it set up for you, so it's very, very easy. But besides that, all you would have to do is go here on Etherscan, and this is how you when you're importing, similar, like let's say you're inputting a custom token on MetaMask, you would have the token address, have the decimals, and make sure you have the correct ticker so you know what you're doing. That way you have the exact data reflected on the blockchain to your Web3 wallet or to the decentralized exchange. And go give QuickSwap a follow. They also are doing some things here with Reef, which is really, really cool. So basically, Refinance welcomed QuickSwap to the Reef chain. I talk a lot about Reef on Daily DeFi, so definitely go give QuickSwap a follow over there on Twitter. And then lastly, Unidex, a project I did a deep dive video into recently, talking about how they're basically building these layers on top of decentralized exchanges. So right now, decentralized exchanges are basically, you're just getting the market order. You're kind of getting whatever price the market has, because it's peer-to-peer. You're just tapping into the liquidity pool and getting out. So now if you're able to build these kind of layers on top of decentralized exchanges like Unidex, what you're able to do is get a great position in on something like this. So instead of having to just get a market order, you can see if you go check us out on Twitter, which is @investglobal_IO, I retweeted this on Unidex's where they show exactly how to do this limit order, which is actually really, really interesting. Because again, with the problem with decentralized exchanges is you're just getting that market order. So every split second, it's the price is changing. Price is constantly changing, reflecting on buy and sell orders. But then you have limit orders. Then you have options. Then you have leverage and margin trading. It's absolutely incredible what they're building. I truly think this should be allowed for everyone in the market, especially if you can actually build a skill and stick with it. I talk about these things in Global TA, Global Technical Analysis, the free course that I put out on trading, on charting. And one of the most important things is setting a limit order, obviously, knowing how to set proper stop losses. But if someone can truly kind of sharpen their sword and build the skills of trading, I don't see why anyone around the world shouldn't be able to do that. And that's why I think something like Unidex is awesome, because it allows some kid in Tanzania or some kid in Uruguay to get online, understand how to trade, truly study it, paper trade to practice, build the skill, build the skill, build the skill, then start with as little as $100. Then maybe make a little bit of that, pull some profits, enjoy himself a little bit, maybe pull a little bit, maybe go out for a nice meal, then keep trading, keep building the skill, but really honing in on that proper stop loss strategy is so important, because then you're minimizing your downside. Where people go wrong in gambling, where people go wrong in investing is not kind of shortening the downside and maximizing the upside. And that's what something like limit orders allows you to do. That's what something like stop losses allow you to do. So rant over for this video. Again, go give these all these projects to follow over here. Links will be down below for everything. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about anything we covered today. That's all for today's Daily DeFi. If you enjoyed it, definitely, again, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you want to see anything about projects in tomorrow's Daily DeFi. As always, like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date. So like, subscribe, button all, invest global. And until next time.